You see, God is impossible to fully figure out because he's God. I heard someone say one time, if God was easy enough to understand, he wouldn't be big enough to worship. You see, the Bible says in Isaiah chapter 40, it says this, in verse 13, it says, "Who has instructed the mind of the Lord, or instructed him as his counselor? Whom did the Lord consult to enlighten him? And who taught him the right way? Who was it that taught him knowledge and showed him the path of understanding?" You see, it's a rhetorical question. The answer is no one. God is self-sufficient. He's independent. He doesn't need us to give him guidance and counsel. He is all wise altogether. You see, in the book of Job, Job was like questioning God. He's like, Lord, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why am I hurting? Why are you punishing me? And God takes Job in chapters, I believe it starts in 36 or 37. He takes Job and God shows Job, man, all the creation, all the power, all the wisdom that he has in making how the lightning works and the storehouses of snow and how the springs of the deep work and how the animals function. And God says to Job, do you know how this works? The obvious answer is no. And so God is trying to humble us in this verse and tell us that, hey, we're not the ones who give God advice. He is in control. And so a lot of times we question God. A lot of times we get frustrated with God's plan, but we have to realize, like, God knows what he's doing, okay? He made the universe. He created the universe. Like, do you think he doesn't know what to do? Like, he's the God of the universe. He's powerful, he's wise, and he's good. And God's saying, like, who's gonna give him counsel? All right, and instead of giving God counsel and telling God how he should run the world, we should submit to how he wants us to run the world, and he's revealed that in his word for the way he wants us to live in submission to him. You see, we're the clay and God's the potter, and clay needs to submit to the will of the potter. So we need to submit to God's will and pray the prayer that Jesus prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane, where he said, Father, not my will, but your will be done. We need to pray his will, not our own will. We have to die to self, take up our cross and follow him, and live for his kingdom, not our own kingdom.